Good morning, you guys. Hello, beautiful souls out there on Facebook. I wanted to jump on here because I experienced something that is totally out of a normal realm for me last week. I think it was Thursday morning. I woke up and I had this really heavy feeling on my chest. And I had all these negative thoughts running through my head, questioning myself why I was into health. Why am I not doing more? Catching myself with all of these overwhelming feelings. And they carried on with me for about, 3 or 4 hours. And it started to make me feel sick. And I really had to, so I had to sit and look for a second as to what was going on because I'd never felt anything like this before. And I came to the conclusion that I was actually experiencing anxiety for the first time. And this was a really nerve-wracking feeling. I can honestly say that I'm a really high-strung person. I'm kind of all over the place all the time, but I have always been really quick to get out of my head. And on this day, I just couldn't. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Bill. Thanks for jumping on and listening to my story this morning. It kind of gave me a different perspective of what my clients and my friends and my family that have severe anxiety deal with. And it's one of these things that you look at somebody and you can't tell that something's wrong, or, you can't, I just gotta be real with you guys right now. Hi, Andrew. I felt like I was in a really dark place, and it makes me feel even more compassion in my life and thankful that I can normally reframe my perspective around the things that go on in my life, especially if I'm having a bad day, versus all of the people out there that have to experience this every day. I mean, people wake up and they experience anxiety, literally all day long. Lots of people have to take medication for this because they literally just can't handle what's going on in their daily lives. They don't have the tools to be able to utilize it to de-stress. So I found myself, it almost felt like I was going to have a panic attack because I literally felt like I couldn't breathe. And I knew something was wrong. And I think it's really time for us to wake up and find an awareness inside of ourselves and quit denying that this is a real thing for people. I know for a fact that I won't ever personally tell anybody that, hey, you know what? You're just having a bad day. You're going to be okay. Because honestly, I kept telling myself that, and it made these feelings worse. I was spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and, people live with this stuff every day. It just makes me sad. No, I don't need anybody to chat with because I actually, over the course of several hours, I figured out what my problem was. I was just allowing myself to be so overwhelmed. Because, again, I'm a really high-strung person and I'm all over the place all the time. So if you guys watch my Facebook, you guys all know that I'm involved in like 20 things at one time. But I kind of just found myself at a breaking point where I just had to turn it off. And we have to wake up and realize that it's okay to take yourself outside of something and allow yourself to have a minute to breathe and take a break. And, I've been running with our new CBD business. I have all my digital marketing stuff. I have like 5 other trips that I'm planning. I'm planning my husband's 40th birthday. So I have a lot going on. And when you find yourself in a situation, it's really hard to not want to push forward. And when you get to a point where everything feels like it's caving down in on you, it gets you to a point where your head wants to explode. I mean, hey, you guys, drop a 1 if any of you guys watching this have felt that in your life before. Have you literally ever felt so much anxiety that your head wants to explode? Because that's where I was at. I literally gave myself a headache because I was dealing with so much anxiety. But I don't know if most of you know out there that I actually have done a lot of coaching in like training and coaching, NLP, and hypnosis. And I've done a lot of personal studying as far as meditation and all that stuff goes. So I have a lot of tools in my toolbox. So I had to literally cancel 3 appointments which was really unfortunate. I felt bad for having to do that, but I was not in a place to work. As most of you know that have anxiety, it does put you, it can be debilitating sometimes. So I had to sit and think for probably, I don't know, a good 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure out why I was in this space. And I had to think back to the time where I literally stopped and gave myself a minute to breathe, because I'm working on so many projects. I'm helping so many people all the time. You have to remember to give yourself a break. And I wasn't doing that. And I've been doing, like I said, I've been on this hiatus for months. So I have had to take my schedule and literally block out time to take care of myself every week, because having anxiety or people that suffer depression, I don't want that in my life. So I have to make sure that I'm on top of my game, taking care of people, because that's a really scary place to be. And, you know, I have full empathy and will give it up to all of you guys out there that have to deal with this on a regular basis, because I don't know how you guys do it. I literally couldn't even do it for 5 hours without wanting to freak out. It was absolutely awful. So anyway, how I was able to take myself out of it, like I said, I canceled my appointments. I sat in deep meditation, and I had to ask myself, I said, why am I doing all this? You know, why am I meeting with people every day to help them get their health on the way? Why am I writing my book? Why am I learning digital marketing? Why am I homeschooling my daughter? Why am I trying to make it to my workouts every day? And why am I overwhelming myself in my life? And then it dawned on me. I do it because people that have anxiety and depression, or they struggle in their daily life, people have to have a place to go. People have to have a place or somebody that will help hold their hand in times when they need it the most. And, you know, I find myself doing that with a lot of my clients, whether it's like for massage or people that I coach. I don't think I go a day without one of my friends saying, hey, I need your advice about something. So, I mean, I just had to remember what my why was, and it changed everything for me. It was almost, you know, I don't know how spiritual you guys are, but it was kind of like finding the grace of God, or being able to fill myself with love again, and putting myself in a place where all of the anxiety was gone. I had to reframe my perspective and see and remember all the good things that I've done, and how many lives, through sharing my stories and my experiences and sitting with people in my day-to-day life, and see how much that has changed other people's lives. I literally had a beautiful conversation with one of my clients on Saturday, and it almost brings me to tears now even talking about it, because my client told me all of the amazing things that since they have been working with me that they've been able to accomplish. And I have watched all of the changes that this person has made in their life, and it has been amazing to watch. And you guys, when you can give yourself a purpose to share your life with other people, and you can impact them in a positive way, it changes everything. I just want to say thank you guys for everybody that is sitting here watching this right now, because I'm sorry, it's really vulnerable for me to get and talk about my personal life like this. But anyway, anxiety is a real thing, you guys. And for those of you that don't have anxiety in your life, and I'm the type of person, this is the first time that I've ever experienced like real anxiety. You know, like I get stressed out with getting my deadline done, or making sure that my dishes and my house is clean before I go and do stuff. But have compassion, people. This is a real thing. People struggle with this stuff every day, and it's debilitating for them. So I want to ask you guys, for any of you out there that know anybody that experiences depression or anxiety, even if you don't, and that's not part of something that you have to deal with every day, call these people and just be a voice of reason. You know, just go and give them a hug, let them vent, let them express themselves, and don't make it to a point where this stuff isn't real, because it is. I'm sure at some point all of us have felt like we're gonna have a breakdown, and I know I've dealt with some things in my life that have caused me. Hi Calvin, thanks for jumping on. Anyway, I'd like for you guys to take this day to remember all the amazing things in your life and express your gratitude for the people in it, and really be mindful and pay attention to those around you, because you guys could be the voice to help somebody else work through their depression or their anxiety. I know that in this world we're so go, 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 and we're so rush, rush, rush. Most of the time we don't take a moment to step back and see what else is going on in the world besides what's right in front of us. And it's really, we're coming into a time where we need to have unity, and we need to be together, and we need to pick each other up, and we need to not be knocking people down. I see in my Facebook feed all the time, people are criticized for, not getting their kids vaccinated or getting their kids vaccinated. People are getting torn down because of their political beliefs, their religious beliefs, or people are criticized for posting certain pictures or having certain opinions on Facebook. And we need to stop that, you guys. We need to develop a culture where we are unified. We need to stand together as one, because it doesn't serve any higher purpose for anybody to constantly be in a state of battle and tearing people down. And I feel really sorry for the people that can't see that. Just so you guys know, as a holistic wellness practitioner, my door is always open for anybody that has depression or anxiety. There's multiple ways on Facebook to get to me. And I just want to leave you guys with that today, because I woke up with so much gratitude this Monday morning because I had an amazing weekend. I literally had tons of people messaging me, and I don't know, it was kind of the revelation that I needed for myself to reaffirm what I was doing in my life was really important. And I'm there, I'm back, I'm feeling really good. But anyway, I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I do have one large announcement. I know that a lot of you guys have been waiting for this for a while. On February 13th, my book is finally going to be released. And I know probably 100 or so people have been waiting for this for a few months. People have been asking for it. Well, it's finally done. And for those of you that don't know about my book that I wrote, it has to do with my journey of how I got rid of my cancer naturally. In 2015, I was diagnosed with cancer, and by switching my diet, and among a few other things, I'm not going to take up too much of your guys' time, because I know most of you are at work or on your way to work, and it's Monday morning and we're busy. But yeah, I'll leave the link in the comments so you guys can sign up for the email list. I'm going to be emailing that out on the 3rd. Oh, not the 3rd, excuse me. Getting too caught up. On the 13th of this month, and you guys will get it for free. So I will leave the link in the comments, and I love you guys. I want you to all have an amazing week and a beautiful day. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have an awesome Monday. Love you guys.